Oh damn! Making noise on the where we already started recording.
Oh. Rotted. Remember them?
Rotted. I don't only take 2 barrels.
Them like barrels.
Is that you?
Oh, go on, everybody. No joking.
Is it?
What's up? Welcome back to Black British Geeks.
Yeah.
Media Podcast. This is episode 63.
63. Woo!
It's 63, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 63.
Yay! We are back. We're recording again on the camera. We're testing out
Yep.
a new shot, a little different angle.
Okay, nice.
So, well, you know this, don't you?
No, I know. Sorry. I'm looking at the camera. I was like, does it look a little bit better? But yeah, I know this. I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, you're the one who really said to help me set up.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Oh, you filmed a different angle, are you, Seth?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming back again.
Yep.
Listen, I'm telling you people now. I
You
just went to
watched?
the dentist. Huh?
Oh, good. Sorry. No, go on.
No, I went to the dentist. And this side of my face, and my lips, and my nose,
That's true. Yeah.
it's still numb. So if you see me making weird face expressions,
Yep.
or like trying to drink water to the side, don't laugh.
He's lying.
Don't laugh.
He took that hashish. I'm only joking. Nah, he did go to the dentist.
Come on, hashish.
He called up. Joke.
So just so you know, I can warn you guys now. But anyway,
Yep.
how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
What's been going on?
Nothing too much actually. Just enjoying the. Actually, today, funny enough, it actually had okay weather. So just enjoying the weather and that, and yeah, just been actually. I've been actually layering, putting my things into a short list or like a short list. Sorry,
Yeah.
of which the 3 plays that I've already written,
Okay.
3 screenplays, and the ones that I've kind of like done outlines for. So I've got like 7 of them, and I'm just working my way through them. So I've already finished the first one that I told everyone about,
Oh, nice.
and then now I just really want to just kind of do a short.
Okay.
That's what I want to get done because it's only like a couple of like 5-6 pages, and I just want to get that one done. So
Yeah,
at least can put something out there for you kind people. Please be kind, please.
I was gonna say, you say
I'm
kind
joking.
people.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
A lot of them not kind, you know. They don't care.
Exactly. Like, shut up.
Shut
Show
up,
it.
idiot.
Exactly. That's why I said kind people, hoping. No,
Only kind
major.
people come forward.
Exactly. But how you been, brother?
Boy, I'm okay, you know. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just puff my mouth. It just feels funny, and I'm hungry.
Oh,
But
okay.
no, I'm good. It's nice to see. I'm happy. I guess I'm more happy about the progression
Yeah.
of the stuff here.
Nice.
Testing the camera out. I thought the thing wasn't working. The sound wasn't working before.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? Oh, you right there?
No, it just hurt a little bit, but yeah, go ahead.
It's all those press ups, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh, I'm
I'm a
Black
big-
Superman.
I'm a big man now.
Exactly. You did.
Someone's here banging his chest out.
See,
Oh.
I can't even say that because now we got a video. People know what I look like. They're like, nah, that's not true. He's not Black Superman. He hasn't been doing anything. So yeah, but yeah, no. Yeah. How you doing?
But yeah, no. But I've been good. I'm just happy again. Like I'm happy getting this done, sticking to the schedule, and yeah, just more things in the background. I do want to do more writing as well.
Okay, yeah.
I think I need to work out. Yeah, a few things.
No, it's true. It's true. It does take time as well. And just getting them done. What was you gonna say?
But anyway, let's get to the podcast.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, listen. Do you want to get to it? It's because me and Terrence haven't. Usually, when we watch a film,
Yeah.
we talk about it. Wait, give me a favor. Do you mind opening that window?
Okay, let's open it.
Yeah, you can just push up.
Sorry, people.
Yeah, that's right. You can. I keep talking. So anyway, so what we normally do is, Terrence, me and Terrence will probably normally watch a movie, then jump on the phone straight away and be like, "Oh, what do you think of it?" Although we shouldn't. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Although we shouldn't, we normally do. This is one of the first times now. Terrence
We
like,
haven't-
yeah, watch Beckett. That's on Netflix. And I just had a gut feeling. I was like, I don't really want to watch it. I'm like, I can watch something else. Synchronicity.
Okay, yeah.
What's that
Synchronic.
Yeah, I could watch that instead with Anthony Mackie. But I said, no, we'll watch this movie.
Yeah.
So I said, fine. Last night, put the movie on. As soon as the music started, Terrence,
Yep.
I knew the film was terrible. I didn't see their faces. I just the intro music and the intro scene.
Mm. So one thing I want to quickly ask though, because
Go on.
for our viewers now and listeners who have always been there, I'm gonna say, what did you enjoy about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
Oh, okay.
nothing. Not one
Nothing.
part of the film. The film was horrendous. It was a horrible film. It was rubbish. It's a waste. I've never felt like my time's been wasted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Actually, we're not going to say never, but it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
And I guess because the purpose of this was to watch it for the podcast,
Yeah.
I had to finish it. So I couldn't even turn it off. I watched Bill and Ted,
Yeah,
the new Bill and Ted, and I've turned it off twice. I've tried to put it on.
Okay. Yeah, I watch it.
No, I put it on.
Okay, I watched
And
that all
it's
the way
so
through.
bad that I
Yeah,
turned it
yeah.
off. And I'm a Bill and Ted fan.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah. No, nothing. Nothing.
The only,
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay, so the reason why I wanted you, let me explain why I wanted you to watch this,
Go on.
is because I was like, it had me so kind of, I wasn't sure about it. Also, it's got, what's his name? John David Washington. So I was like, okay, he's acting in Tenet, where he was kind of like, not too, but he wasn't too bad in Tenet. He wasn't great. He's kind of cardboardish sometimes, but he's had some of his stuff is okay. I thought if you'd watch this one, it has more to talk about than that Synchronic. Synchronic's okay, but there's not much to say. So I thought, okay, this film actually had something to say. Like, it's meant to be more of a, it feels like a kind of 60s, 70s espionage kind of, not like a spy, but kind of more like a 60s kind of, actually no, that's what it reminded me of, North by Northwest by Alfred Hitchcock, where this guy kind of gets chased around the place and he's running from place to place to place trying to say, oh yeah, he has nothing to do with this. That's what it reminded me of. And I haven't seen North by Northwest all the way through, but I've seen bits and pieces. I watched it when it's on. They usually put it on Sundays. So I thought if you saw this, it's actually, it has its merit in the fact of, I think it looked good in some of the shots, like some of the countries and stuff like that looked okay, but I do have to say it's not a good film. But yeah, but what do you think of, like, when you got to the beginning, the setup? What do you think of the setup?
You just said some bullshit, man. You just said some. What are you even talking? Just
Okay, go ahead.
The fact that you're saying again, I don't mean you. I'm not saying as in what you say. No. Let me get it straight.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like you've been overly kind to this film.
I'm trying to see the good parts. That's why.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to see some good parts. I don't just want to trash the film yet. So I'm trying to get to the good parts, and then later on I'll tell you everything that I disliked. But yeah, so
because were you even comparing about espionage? Like you're saying things, but it's just not.
Yeah.
I feel like it gives people the wrong
impression of that part. Yeah. I wouldn't call it. So espionage is wrong because that's more to do with spies and stuff like that. This is more kind of, it's meant to be a thriller. It feels like it's meant to be a thriller with a kind of plot twists within it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely a thriller film.
Again, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like this is gonna be a spoiler one, but there's nothing to really spoil.
Yeah.
You're getting what you're getting. As Tom said, it's a thriller, so you're gonna get thriller behavior. So anything we say, you could literally listen to this podcast, and still watch a movie. So, I mean, for you, I have interest. Like, what can I even say? So again, I'm doing this now. This is literally so raw because we haven't had this conversation. We normally have a conversation.
Yeah, so there's a bit of
we would debate this a little bit first and boil it down. I've just got rage from yesterday because I literally sat down there. I would have preferred to watch Question Time.
Okay.
Talking about the Question Time special about Afghanistan.
Yeah. I
would prefer to watch an hour of that
instead
than watching this movie.
Okay.
So that's how I feel. So sorry, what go and use and say, like, tell me.
Yeah.
Actually, so I was going to ask you.
No, go ahead.
Could you please give them a breakdown of what the film's about?
Okay, so the film is about a couple who are on a trip in Greece, I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
So basically, it's a couple on a trip to Greece. Basically, a man and his girlfriend, of course, played by John David Washington. I keep forgetting her name. She was in Tomb Raider. I always forget her name, but the actress from Tomb Raider. They're in a car crash. She kind of he ends up in hospital and he's trying to find out what's actually happened to her. and then he's told that she died, and then along the way he's chased by kind of shady characters who we think are police who are trying to kill him, and he has to go on a run for his life whilst trying to find out what's going on and why they are trying to kill him.
Is it Alicia Vikander? Or
Yeah,
Alicia
that's her name.
Vikander?
Yeah, I think it's Alicia Vikander. But yeah, so that's what it's about. So it's basically a man going on a run in a country which isn't his own, whilst trying to find out why he's on the run for, pretty much. So yeah. So I was gonna say, so what do you think of like the kind of the whole opening to how what happens? Say he had the car crash. What's that? Go ahead.
The film was so bad. I'm just
No, go ahead.
because you know we put the film in the background, and there's certain scenes of like her looking at him lovingly, and I'm like, literally last night, we were watching her face, and I was just like, this film is some bullshit. I can feel it in my soul that this film is terrible. But so, would you say now? Sorry.
So, what did you think? Like, the setup. Because there's one main point. So, in this country, actually, I don't want to say that part yet. What do you think of the setup and about how he stumbles across the thing that starts this whole?
I thought it was stupid. I thought it was ridiculous. You might just say it because it's part of it.
Yeah.
I think it's even. Is it in the trailer or not?
I think it's in the beginning, but I was gonna say because there's a main part. So there's a boy who's gone missing, and so basically John David Washington's character, if you've seen the film, he falls asleep at the wheel and crashes through into this small house in the middle of nowhere. And he happens to stumble across a woman and this kid in this house whilst he happens to stumble across the woman and the kid in the house, and whilst he kind of passes out and is then taken to hospital after he finds his wife dead. So that's what kind of starts it off, and then later on we find out that this kid has been missing for some reason. But what did you think of that, like the kind of the whole setup of him being there?
I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was just rubbish for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna say it from the beginning. So, Alicia, whatever her name is, Vikander.
Yeah.
She's in it for 15 minutes.
Yeah, literally. So that's the one baby.
If not 15, maybe even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just part of the setup. So you think you're watching a movie about that? I feel like the trailer made it sound as if you didn't know what happened to her.
Yeah, that would have been better.
But I'm sure the trailer says that. But you don't. In the film, you know she's dead. Like, it's just.
Yeah, no, literally, because he finds her on the floor with her head basically cracked because with blood coming out of her head. So you kind of know that she got thrown from the car.
Yeah, but even in hospital, because you said, he wants to find out what's happened to his wife, but he does want to find out what happened to his wife.
Yeah.
Because he finds out, you see her dead because obviously a head injury.
Yeah.
Then in a scene in hospital, they say she's dead. So that's it.
Yeah.
So they could have made, that could have been interesting, although it would have been predictable, but that would have been more interesting of him trying to find out what happened to her. Maybe she got kidnapped and was used, but no, it's literally when she's dead, and now it's about John David Washington trying to get to the embassy because, like as Tony said, he's witnessed something which he's not witnessed, and the Greek police who's dealing with are dodgy. So it's now him. Like, it's just, I've never ever wanted to jump over anything again.
Okay.
When I mean this guy, he climbs over everything in the same way, looks so freaking dodgy.
Yeah.
And some weird, and I'm like, okay, yo, where's the place? Okay. How'd you get there? You need a car. It's down there? Yeah, it's down there. Okay. And he climbs over it. I'm like, come on. Every moment, it literally felt like one of those films where I felt it was just a bit like a joke where he puts on top of the hill.
Okay, yeah.
And he's almost like he's doing hurdles. Just like,
that's actually true. Yeah,
just going down it. And he spends the whole film literally just climbing over a gate in the same way. Yeah. With the same injury or new injury, just climbing down. Mid-film, he's like, the police stopped the car. And he's like, I'll get out of here. And he gets out of the car. Exactly. And he does the same thing. As if no one else was his black man, get out of the car and start climbing over this and what?
Exactly.
Climbing and rolling down the dirt every time. It's just like, come on, really?
That's true. And one thing that I noticed they did do, they kind of peppered the crowd with other black people because I think they realized, because in the early parts, because he's kind of like in this kind of, not suburb, what's it called? Like the rural area, the countryside. So because he's in the countryside, there's no black people.
Yep.
So later on in the film, when he gets more to the city, which makes sense, you'll see a few more black people. So it was like after it started to make a bit more sense that he can hide in the crowd. Cause I was like, hiding in no crowd. You're the only black person that we've seen through this whole thing.
Yep.
But the one thing it did start to make me think is like John David Washington
is a bad actor. He's a bad actor.
I don't want to say anything, but it was just the way. I don't know if it's also that and the director, but it didn't feel like they told him how to hold his body. It's like when he's walking and he's being shot, so of course you're not going to carry yourself normally, but both of his arms are in a weird kind of crooked position whilst he's trying to climb over things, like you're saying, and skate down climb down a hill. So I was like, wait a minute, like why is he holding himself so weird in this scene? So that kind of threw me off from the film.
Like a hobbit or something. I don't know. He's like kind of cradling himself ish.
Yeah. Like for me, it could have been like that. Could have been so much better. I think what they were going for, like I said, once I heard the music, for me it just took me back to like watching kind of older films. So probably like 70s films, and I thought, okay,
like porn, you mean?
Oh, you did. But yeah, so
real bush.
You did. Is that something you heard? It's like real. But yeah, for me, it was like they could have I could see what they were going for, but it felt like it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan in certain areas. Like it literally did, because like some of the actors, because they're not, I don't know, I don't think they're strong English like speakers. Some of the acting felt really stilted, and that was for me. Like he basically, when John David Washington is running from the police, he goes to a place where they I think the first place he goes to, is it like the beehive place where they're cultivating like bees.
Oh yeah.
And then afterwards he kind of like runs from there, which is a kind of dodgy scene, and he meets two women who are just so happen to be like protesters, who are they're putting up posters so they can find this.
That bee scene, it literally felt like it literally felt like the people he was speaking to were just like people who actually lived there.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, okay, John, we need you to interact with these people. There's bees around you, so you just need to just have something like, just like wave your hand a little bit, act a bit scatty because of the bees. And that's what it literally felt like. He was like, hey,
don't do that. They will sting you.
Exactly.
It's just like,
hey,
literally.
I need a phone. Hey, I'm like, oh, really? And then what you do?
Yeah.
He runs this weird, dodgy, hiding behind the van.
Exactly.
Where am I?
But because the car's coming, so there's a car coming, so he's like, oh no, someone might see him. So he kind of scoots around the other side whilst trying to hide, but from the woman as well, so like she can't hear your conversation. But then that even looks dodgy. What I would say is, I was hoping this film would be, I can't lie. I was hoping this film would be better than it looked, but it was what it looked like. So that was the bad thing. Like I was hoping, because when you see the trailer, you kind of like, okay, so what's all this about? You think it's more. I thought it was going to be about him, looking for his wife. His wife wasn't really killed, and then just the setup of him being the cause of the crash was kind of like, it was stupid. It was stupid, but it makes sense in the story, because by the accident, because he falls asleep behind the wheel, instead of pulling over and taking a rest, he falls asleep behind the wheel, crashes the car. So for me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. By accident, you just so happen to come across this thing. But what didn't make sense to me was the cops trying to kill him. Like, all you have to say is, like, when he was like, oh yeah, I saw two people in the house, it's just like, oh yeah, they're squatters. I guess they were right in the end, because he did recognize the kid from the poster. Yeah. But for me, it was like, trying to kill him now made him go on high alert to what's going on. But before, I think they could have been like, oh yeah, we'll get you to your embassy and put you on a plane. Yeah, but I mean, what you're saying there is, I think also, it's because he describes the kid, especially because he says the kid had red hair. So he describes this kid who's been kidnapped. So again, and especially because when we get to town, there's people postering the kid's face everywhere. That's true. Yeah. So he, at some point, he would have been like, oh, I saw that kid, or what's going? Yeah. So I get why they would chase him. But even then, like for me, like even if someone's like, I saw that kid and I'm part of it, like if I'm part of this gang, I'll be like, oh, he did? Okay, so like unless maybe there's something in the house, like you said. Maybe they'll be able to get evidence from that house. So yeah, so it would be easier to kill him than get rid of the evidence. So yeah, I would agree. If I was them, I would probably have just burnt down the house. Like I would have probably sent someone back there, burnt down the house. Of course, you wouldn't have a film, but at least then you wouldn't have to kill someone. You'd be like, yeah, he was there, but now we don't have any evidence.
Yeah, no, but I guess sometimes, but still a clue's a clue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes you take for granted. I guess almost like if you look at The Fugitive, and it's funny how just knowing like a particular area that someone could be in.
That's true.
It can give you ideas, especially how the terrain is.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to see where certain roads would go to where.
That's true.
Again, so I do get why they'll do it. It just could have been done in a better way, personally.
Yeah.
And it was
his face as well. It's just. Yeah, I think
it was terrible.
Yeah,
his acting was terrible. His movements was terrible. The people he worked with were terrible.
I think the worst thing was his hair. Like literally, if he had like the haircut, I think I would have taken him more kind of seriously.
That's not gonna help it.
For me, I'm just like, and I'm not saying that afros are bad because they're not. Like, but I'm just you idiot. But like I say, for me, he just looks kind of like just kind of scruffy from the beginning, like he's not doing anything. I'm not saying afros are bad. I used to have one. But I'm saying like within like how he was in Tenet, I guess, and maybe that's what they were trying to get away from. I was kind of like, okay, he already looks like he's just like kind of rambling through this whole thing, which I guess is meant to be his character. I guess he's meant to be like a tourist. I think they went there to take pictures of old buildings.
I've never been a tourist like him. And I've been a tourist, and I've never been a tourist like him.
You've been
never like him. What joke? Just a joke.
But so yeah,
an embassy. You need to come get me. What? A date?
Exactly.
I come to you.
Yeah.
Where are we?
No, it's true.
Joke.
I think the worst bit for me was just some of the they kept most of the shots on a tripod, and I think that's what looked weird to me as well. Because like you had shots where you're just moving the camera left to right, so they'll shoot down one road, which kind of looked alright, and then they'll quickly turn, like they'll do a quick pan to the other road to see someone else walking down. Which I was like, I get the style, you're trying to make it feel kind of oldish, kind of old. I was like, fair enough, but it was just a lot of him running. And like I think someone said ages ago, just from seeing the trailer, it's just like this film should have been called like John David Washington having a bad day, because he just like for the whole thing, it's just like one bad day after the next. So I was like 100%, because he's just like running, gets shot in the arm. There's a point where he gets stabbed in the arm, and he's still going. I'm like, you should have been in the hospital by now. Like again, you should have been back in the hospital.
Well, but don't they look off his arm though?
The girls, the women bandage it up. Yeah. So the women bandage it up. Then
his hand, so he gets his shot arm.
Okay.
They bandage it up. He gets cut in the hand in the train station.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Cut in the hand in the train station. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And even again him, I think they must have really said to him, look, there's loads of climbing up and down things.
Exactly.
He's like, oh my gosh, I've been cut or something. And then he runs over and he shuffles his short ass off the platform onto the train track. Then he climbs his short ass back up on top of the other side of the platform.
Short shaming.
And then after and then after later on in the film, he gets shot in his stomach or just on his side here as well.
Yeah.
What was the worst part of you? Because I know what the worst part of mine was. I literally laughed at the scene in the film.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's so bad. No, you tell your part first, because I'm just
okay. So my worst part
was the angle and the shots.
No, just because I usually say that. But
the sound score was the worst part for me. Offending my ears.
The worst part for me was just he's walking. He's walking the way he carried himself. I was like, this is horrible. Because it starts from the beginning. Like after he has the crack, he just carries himself really strangely. Just weird. And I was just like, I'm trying not to judge it, because I'm like, okay, everyone carries themselves weird. Yeah, at points you may have a weird thing, but he doesn't stop. It's not like, oh yeah, he's like hurting because his arm, and then like one arm's okay. He's just weird all the way through, and I'm like, and you also see that a bit in Tenet as well. Like certain moves that he does, certain ways he moves, and I'm just like, I feel like he should just have a coach. Like how to, I think people like Tom Cruise and people like that probably had like running coaches,
Yeah.
what to do, coaches.
Like a movement person, basically.
Yeah. Just so you know your kind of spatial awareness and what you're doing.
Hmm.
It feels like in this, the director was like, yeah, just go for it, whatever. Like, just go at it. I was just like, nah, that put me off for the whole film. But yeah, what was your worst part? It was the Gara scene? Or the one where he's fighting the woman?
No.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Which one?
So worst scene
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
The worst scene for me was near the end.
Okay.
So I guess he was fighting the woman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so he's at the top floor
Okay, yeah.
On the top
That is the
floor
worst scene, actually.
of the car park. He has a 7-story car park.
After just being shot.
I've been shot in the stomach. So what he does is he runs over to a high point where he climbs up
Yep.
on top of he climbs over like the wall. And it's almost at the top of this car park.
Yeah.
And he stands there a little bit listening for the screeching of the car to gauge again. It's just a car. It's not a van.
Yeah.
So it's not like a large van with maybe like pillows or mattresses
That's true.
at the back of it. It's a normal standard fully small car that again he's on the top. So this car has gone down maybe three.
Yeah. It's like 3 different stories
So
of the car
so
park.
it's gonna have 3-4 different floors. So he's literally 3-4 stories up above, listening, like Batman. And he just listens, and then he's like, and he belly flops. He belly flops off the 3rd story of a car park, so he can land on a car just in time.
Exactly. Yep.
Are you hearing this? He didn't. There's no string. There's no harness. There's nothing. He literally just belly flops straight onto. If he got there a few seconds earlier, he'd been smacked like a pancake, and then the car would have gone over him.
Exactly.
Or he would have jumped.
And then
The car would have gone, and he would have like a pancake afterwards. No, because again, he didn't even try. He didn't even try a leg drop. At that height, you're done anyway. You do a leg drop. But even this leg drop, you feel like no. He's like, catch me, Jesus. And then he perfectly lands on the car, completely fine.
Yeah.
The car crashes, and he gets up like, But again, as Tern said, the same day, shot in the arm. So you shot in the arm, cool. Hand sliced, cool. Shot in the stomach. And that's not even doing all the other punching, kicking he's been taking.
and stab through the forearm. He
There you
takes
go.
like a big stab wound right through his forearm, and it's just like, how's he even still going? Like literally, you got veins and tendons, and he's still running about. I was just like, okay, come on, you're just kind of it's stretch belief. And that scene I was like, listen, he better die when he hits that car. I thought that's what was going to happen. I would have been happy if he died, and then the woman comes down. They find the kid in the back, and his death was the sacrifice to find the kid. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
No,
but when he got up again, I was like, okay, this is just pushed it too far. So I just started laughing as well. I think you saying you were doing the same thing.
Yeah,
By that scene. So
I was just like, but I think I was just laughing because I was livid. I was like, I'm like, Terrence knew what he's doing.
Yeah,
I said to him,
yep.
Let's pick another film. Let's pick a different film. No. Watch Beckett.
Yeah,
The only Beckett I've ever liked was Sam Beckett
exactly.
for Quantum Leap.
That would be a good film for them to read it. But yeah,
Beckett.
exactly.
Netflix, you know what, Netflix? I'm sorry, but I was liking you, so I was actually liking Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I've been liking some of their films.
Okay, go ahead.
But you had to do it. You had to get Beckett. Why?
Exactly, because this is a Netflix film, isn't it?
I don't think it's either way. I think it's. I don't know. I feel like I thought it was a Netflix original, but it's probably not.
Okay,
Either way, they put it
it
on their
feels like
platform.
Yeah.
And they premiered it here, so.
But that's it. Like for me, the reason why I wanted to talk about it was just one of those films that I was hoping would have been kind of good. Like I was just hoping, I thought they were gonna actually have what's her name in it a bit more as well.
She knew. She's not stupid.
She read the script and she was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she probably taught them down. Like they probably had more scenes, and she was probably like, no, just kill her at the beginning and then get me out of this thing as quick as possible. So yeah,
the car crashes and both you two like shit. No, shit. Wait. It's like, I got an idea.
Exactly.
Because there's two of us. How about if we let's surprise people? It crashes.
Mm-hmm.
I hit my head on this rock here.
She really hits herself with the rock. Just knocks herself out, and then like, we can't film this. All right, that's
and
it.
then let's just do that. And like,
Exactly.
that's different. She's like, yeah, it's different. She's like, but there's all these scenes and there's all these other scenes before you begin. She's like, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Exactly.
Like, guys,
You'll save money.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Less editing. It's cool.
No, exactly. It was. It's one of these films that like didn't need to happen. I just thought like John David Washington. After I've seen what Black Klansman, Tenet. I feel like I've seen something else with him in it, and then this, and I feel like
Arthur Marie.
oh yeah, that was it, Malcolm and Marie, which I think he wasn't too bad in actually. Like Malcolm and Marie is not a great film; it's more a monologue, but I think it works for what it works for what it is.
He literally reminds me of the Mary.
Exactly. Mary. But literally, for me, I was just like, yeah, all of the stuff that's kind of going on, and oh yeah, what's his name? The one from
Oh my god,
Predator.
They made you know what? He's
Boyd.
Boyd. He's an actor that funny enough, like
his name.
I'll find it.
Yeah,
He's an actor which, like when I saw his face, I was like, okay, cool.
it's gonna be okay.
Like,
Not gonna be too bad.
they can bring this back.
Yeah,
They made him feel shit in this film.
that's true.
Like they made it like I was like, man, what's happened? Why'd you? Oh,
Yeah. No, and that's just, we got it on in the background. That's why I keep looking to the side. So for me, like even when that Boyd guy came in, like I thought, he's gonna probably make it a bit okay. Like he's acting in some good films.
boiled.
Sorry.
Told you my mouth.
Okay.
Boyd.
Holbrook. Is it Holbrook? Yeah, Boyd Holbrook. So he's been in Predators, whatever it's called, the Predator film. He's also been in this like time travel film.
It's in Logan as well.
Oh yeah, and he's in Logan. That's where you're definitely
Most
known
of him in Logan,
Yeah. So for me, oh my gosh, the way he holds himself. So we got in the background, but Boyd Holbrook. Just some of the scenes that they give him, you already know what his character's there for. Like from the beginning, he turns up. You're like, I know what this is.
Wait, he wasn't beginning, was he?
No. From the beginning of when they show him. Sorry, let me.
I was saying, because again, even him, he signed himself a sweet little 20-minute deal as well.
That is true. Like, was it even 20 minutes? I think 10 minutes altogether. Yeah, exactly. By the time he's like, he shows his face and
10-minute deal. He's like, okay, let's do this.
And then he gets into another crash, and he's out of it pretty much until the end. I think he comes back. So
no. He's crashes.
No. Remember, he has a crash.
Yeah.
Then he comes back because he comes back at the end where thing hits him over the head with a pole or whatever.
No, but he doesn't think after his crash. He doesn't go very far. After his crash, what's that guy called again?
John David Washington.
He doesn't go too far until that guy comes back again.
Oh, sorry. I was talking about the Boyd Holbrook character. So
yeah, that's what I meant. As in,
okay, yeah.
After the crash, he runs over to the center where the big
exactly, yeah.
And then Boyd comes straight there afterwards.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Cause I thought when I said it, I thought that Boyd disappeared from the crash.
No.
But then I was like, no, he's got a bit more of a scene where he actually comes back for a little bit, and he does some double cross or some stupidness. Like, okay, so I think the main thing, and I think I got this wrong, so you probably may be able to explain it better. So why did they kidnap the kid? Was it the governor? Like, was it he was like a governor, prime minister? Was it or a politician? Sorry, yeah. Was a politician working with gangsters in order to get himself up in the polls, and those gangsters kidnapped his kid to get money from him?
Do you know what? I don't care.
what did you get from it? Like,
from what I got for it, from it sounded as if first of all we're meant to believe that this person like would have been a politician people would have liked.
Okay, yeah.
So they kidnapped his kid, stop him from getting his power.
Okay,
that's what I thought it meant, and then after we find out afterwards, the whole double cross thing you're saying is like we find out that it was like loan sharks, or actually it was actually the mafia instead. Who killed? So I think who killed him, something like that. So so no longer the kid being kidnapped meant
Was
anything.
anything? Yeah, that's what.
Because it wasn't. Yeah, because they wasn't tied together. The kid being freed, like had nothing to do with anything. It's just kind of like. Whereas now it's like, well,
it doesn't matter.
Cool, it doesn't matter no more because the politician is dead now. So it's kind of like.
But then and then what's gonna happen? So even John David Washington goes, what's gonna happen with the kid?
Yeah.
Now that this is all over, it seems, because the politician got shot.
Yeah.
And then he's like, they're just gonna take him and kidnap, like still run off with him. And I'm like, well, now it's starting to make even less sense.
I think it's more like this. Like I didn't think they said that. I thought they was just like it doesn't matter really about the kid anymore. So,
So pretty much.
But we're led because we don't see them kidnap. We don't see them letting him go.
Yeah.
And I guess because he sees the woman.
Yeah.
He sees the woman afterwards, and then he follows the woman there and realizes the kid's there anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but you know, I even saying that part, you never know. It could have been as simple as they could have just opened it. They could have literally just drove somewhere, let the kid out.
But he just didn't know, and he just jumps off the building.
He just thought, exactly. He's just like, so.
I'm sorry. The more I see, anyway, we should have put it on there in the background.
No, you should have, because I want you to see what you made me watch again.
Even the shifty eyes he just done. I'm sorry, people, but next time we'll make sure we choose something good. Better than
on
this.
The trick you watch, on the trick you back.
But I think, like I said,
I'm gonna find something real bad. Real bad.
I wanted to watch it. I wanted you to watch it because I wanted to know if I was being wrong. Did I see a film and think it was bad, or was it? Did everyone think it was bad? Mostly most people think it's bad. So I wouldn't recommend it. Firstly, what would you give it out of 10?
2.
Okay, that's it.
Actually, no. Actually,
damn it. I thought you.
Actually, no. I'll give it 1.
Okay, yeah.
1.5.
Okay, so I'll give it a 2.
Out of 10. Actually, no. Out of 10, I'll give it. Can people give 0 out of 10?
No, you have to
can't?
give 1.
Okay,
you could give it 0 out of 10, I guess. But yeah,
like, see, there he is.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't so long. It wasn't such a long time between
before the crash. Yeah. After the crash. Sorry. Yeah. Why is he climbing over? Like you said, he's literally climbing over everything.
He could have walked around. I can actually see. No, actually, no, you can't. Actually, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You can't. You had to climb over it. But But equally, he didn't have to climb over it. But he climbed over it.
No, exactly.
I'll give it 0 out of 10, or maybe I don't know, maybe 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
There was nothing I enjoyed about it. Exactly. I hated the music. I hated the acting. I hated the shots on location.
Yeah.
I hated the location.
Okay, yeah. Like one thing, and I would have to agree. I think it was just that scene when they're driving across the bridge. I thought, okay, that made like Greece look okay. I mean, it made it look good. Like there was one shot. If you stop the video and you saw it there, I'll be like, yeah. I mean, if you stop the film and you saw it there, I'll be like, yeah, that's a nice shot of Greece. But outside of that, there wasn't much. There wasn't anything going on. You had people that were watching the scene where they're hiding downstairs in this place. You don't really care too much about them. And you think, why is he going there when he knows... Well, I guess he told Thing where they were, so he's trying to warn them. But it was just kind of rubbish.
I think Greece is a beautiful country. I think their food's amazing.
Yeah.
This film
makes it look bad.
This film didn't make Greece look appealing at all.
Okay.
And if anything, even for me, like even some of the shots, it made me feel like... It just made me feel like some like really dilapidated, really ugly country.
That's okay. I would agree.
That's what it looked like more to me. It looked like a really like down, depleted city.
Yeah.
And part of the country. It didn't look attractive whatsoever. It looked horrible to me. I didn't again. The only reason I realized it was Greece is because I guess I put the subtitles on.
Yeah.
And it's look him shuffling his ass down.
You can't stand it. But. Why do you hate short people?
I don't hate, but I don't.
Yeah, hate short people and fat kids. And the wasp just came in. Oh my gosh, I hate wasps. I hate wasps. I hate wasps so much. Anyway, I hate wasps. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so go ahead. Let's get this going.
The joke is turns genuine. He actually really in our mum's house.
Yeah.
If there's a wasp, if a fly comes in and a fly sounds like a wasp, he's quick to jump up, close it, literally leave.
Let's get
Okay, cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so yeah, I'll give my score. So what's your score?
My score one out of. My score is 1. 1 or 2. Yeah, I give it about a 2, just for the sake of Sorry,
Come on, no, then
I give it a 2.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't think it's like terrible, but I think it's just it's bad enough that I wouldn't recommend it for anyone.
Okay, cool. Alright then, so before we go,
Yep.
what's your recommendations, and hopefully what's won't get you in time?
Okay, so my recommendations are Synchronic. I would recommend to watch. I'm sorry.
Did you hear that? The film I said I want to watch instead of this, and he's like, "Oh, he's recommended to you now." Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I recommend Synchronic, and I watched 3 films this week. I watched Blue Story, pretty much kidulthood, adulthood,
And Shiro's story as well, same thing.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Shiro Story is the short one, is it? And sorry about this, people. And what one would you recommend? I'm gonna get a couple more.
No, why don't you might say something next week?
Yeah. Okay, well I'm gonna give one more then because
Okay.
I watched a couple.
Go on.
So I watched Blue Story. I watched Thing, and then I watched one called. Actually, I would definitely recommend this one. Run, Hide, Fight. It's like it's by this. I keep forgetting his name. Something Shapiro's company that he works for.
Okay.
And usually he does stuff on politics and stuff like that. But the company that he's
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro, and which he was like promoting the film, and I was like, wait a minute, why is Ben Shapiro promoting this film?
Yeah.
But it was like it's the company he kind of works for. They've put it out there, and it actually wasn't a bad film. Like I would have thought, okay, it would be a kind of like a rubbish film. Actually, really good. It was the same one I told you. They've got like it's definitely diverse. You got a whole load of different like people in there. It's basically about school shooters who come to a school and basically try and like basically kill people, kill everyone in there. And there's one girl who has to kind of like defend herself whilst trying to defend the school. And it's actually a really good film. The way they put it together. No, not really any stars in it. There's keep forgetting that guy's name. Again, he acted in the same Predator film.
Okay.
But you'll probably remember his name. He acted in Deep Blue Sea.
Okay.
So but he's the only like known face that I knew. Maybe 1 or 2 others. But definitely watch that film. Recommend it. Which one would you recommend, brother?
I don't have any recommendations today.
No recommendations.
I think I've been watching
Synchronic.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
Just shut up.
Yeah, guys.
I think I've been watching those old films, so I can't really think of what to recommend.
Yeah.
New at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I can't really suggest anything at the moment. Just not even any animations I've seen.
Yeah.
But I know I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see Thing. I'm looking forward to seeing Free Guy soon.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I want to see. And what did we see last time? Last time we spoke with Suicide Squad. Excuse me.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, we watched Suicide Squad, and I'm not sure if you've seen the second episode of.
No.
Okay,
What
so
If?
What
No,
If?
No.
So
I might watch it today, but again, I'm not feeling What If at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but I guess what you could check out is check out the trailer for Eternals.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the final trailer's out now. So I think that should be interesting because of course now we're kind of ramping up properly for Phase 4. So and I'm pretty sure it comes out. Is it coming this year as well?
I feel like it is like November or something.
Yes,
I feel like it's November.
So I think we're getting is it Shang-Chi?
Oh, Shang-Chi, yeah.
So we're getting that film.
Yeah.
Eternals. Is there any more movies? Is that it for now?
I think. Is there any more like no? Okay, yeah. It's What If all the way up, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
And then, so when things coming out next year, what's his name with the Barnett Hawkeye is next year?
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, I haven't heard enough. Personally, I haven't really heard much about Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what to expect, and I guess things like Ant-Man will come out in probably next year or a couple of years as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out the trailers. Next week I'll probably have some more stuff for you lot. But yeah, I've just been busy getting this camera stuff up and running and watching these terrible shows.
Yep. But You know what? I'm gonna say one thing about what if. A lot
Go
of
on.
people seem to have liked this episode, so I'm not gonna say like what I was telling you.
Yeah.
A lot of people contradicted that, so a lot of people like you might actually like this, so check it out because I feel like when I think back to what they've said are the strengths, I'm like, okay, yeah, it is different than what you think it is because it's T'Challa if he became Star-Lord, so it does take a different look at it. So I was like, okay, so yeah, definitely check that one out. And yeah, hopefully in a couple of more weeks we'll probably be able to kind of recommend more of them as they come up. So
Yeah, we'll see. We will talk about it, definitely. I'm not a fan of it. If anything, I'm a fan of like we're gonna get it now, but I don't think I'm like also check out I think it's called is it Star Wars Visions?
Okay, yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a bit like a animation anthology kind of anime style of some Star Wars stories. And I think that's worth checking the trailer out for that as well. But anyway, we need to make a move.
Yep.
But thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch us at Black British Geeks on most social media platforms.
Yep.
Anything you say to the people before we leave?
I just enjoyed the weather. We had a bit of good weather earlier, right?
Yeah, true.
And just you know, enjoy the little things in life. You know, we're all on this planet together. that's the only thing I can think of. Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Okay, perfect. Cool. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, as I said, thanks for watching today or listening. And we'll catch you next week.
No, just me. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And yeah, we'll catch you next week. So, yeah, be good, be safe, look after each other.
Yep.
And hug.
Exactly.
And love.
The more you know. I'm major. Go ahead.
All right, catch you there.
Take it.
Peace. I don't believe you made me watch this rubbish.
Yeah, but you know, Denzel was in it. I mean, he's son.
Shut up! I'm just turning this off. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. This